Hey there, thanks for joining us. Be sure to watch this entire video as we guarantee it will be worth your time.
Mark Dwayne here from markdwayne.com. This is my QR verse review. So what is QR verse? QR verse is the first of its kind QR code builder app that lets you create, share, and profit from 20 plus types of QR codes. And I'm going to give you an overview demo of QR verse. And we're in the members area and we're on the dashboard. And what I'm going to do is show you an example of a QR code that I created and show you that it works. So I made a little demonstration. It was kind of hard to do because I had to hold two cell phones and record at the same time, but I did a little demonstration to show you that this app does work, because that's what I would want to know. If I was going to purchase this, I would want to make sure that it worked. So what I did is I made a QR code, and it goes to markdwayne.com, and I'll show you how I made this. It's a very simple program to use. I made this QR code, and then what I did is, here's the QR code for Mark Dwayne. What I did is I made a short little video with my cell phones. I held two cell phones together to show you that it will go to markdwayne.com. So I'm going to play that. Then I'm going to come back and go through the rest of the demonstration. Okay, that was the short little demonstration that I did with my two cell phones to show you that this program does work. So now I'm going to show you how I created that QR code. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard. And now we're back onto the dashboard of QR verse. And this program does have a number of different options to it. And I'm going to show you that here in a second. But in order to create a QR code, you go over here to the sidebar and you push the Create tab. And these are all the different types of QR codes that this program will create. And something you need to be aware of is there's two different types of QR codes. There's static and there's dynamic. And they're labeled by color. If it's green, it's static. If it's yellow, it's dynamic. And you can see that right here. This one will do both. And the difference between static and dynamic is the dynamic one can be edited and the static one cannot be edited. So I want you to be aware of that. And you can see this one's green, so it's only static. This one's yellow, so it's only dynamic. So that means this one can be edited and this one cannot be edited. This one here will do both, and this is the one that I created with that I showed you in the demonstration. So I'm going to create another one of them. So what I'm going to do is push choose. This is for the website QR code, so I'm going to push choose. Then I need to put a website in here. It says website URL. So I'm just going to go to google.com. So I'm going to put it for google.com, and then I'm going to push continue. And you have a number of different options on here where you can edit the colors and you can do a lot of different other things. The one thing that I didn't do is I didn't mess with the colors. But the more transparent it is, the harder it is for the QR code readers to see. So I want you to be aware of that. You can make this transparent. That means you can get rid of the background. You can add a background. You can also change the color of the background. Make it red. Well, you don't want to make it black, but you can change the color is what I'm trying to show you. So I want you to be aware of that. And you can change the foreground, which is the black. See how it's turning red? The more you mess around with this, the harder it is for the QR code readers to read. I want you to be aware of that. So anyway, I'm not going to mess with any of that. I'm just going to show you that it will do that. And then you got a foreground and enable granite. So that means it'll add granite. I mean, you can see how it's kind of red at the top and black at the bottom, but I'm not going to mess with that. You can also got linear and radial. It means it's red on the inside. This means it's red kind of on the outside. But I'm not going to use that option. I'm just showing you that you have it. Then you got other options down here. This is the colors. This is the shapes. You can change the shapes. Change the shape of this. See how it's changing. You also have the marker border. You can change these. See how it's teardropped kind of sort of now. Rounded. You can also got the marker center. You can change that. So I'm just showing you some examples of that. And I'm just going to go back to the first one. And then, okay, the next one is this option here. You've got different logos that you can put on there. No logo. You can add, see how it changed that? Put that email type thing in there. And then you got, you can change these logos. So I just want to show you that. So that's no logo. And then here's the next option, frames. You can change the frames. See, it's got different frames. So you got a number of different options with this program. Back here, and here's the label font. You can change the font. And you can change the color. So I'm just going to go back to the standard one. And then you got this option here, the settings, the size. I'll go all the way up to 800. And then precision. It's got smallest, medium, high, best. I'm not exactly sure what this means, but I'm just assuming best means that it's going to be easiest to read, but that's just my assumption. I'm going to leave all that alone. I'm going to go back to that. And when you're done with it, I'm going to change the color of this from green to, let's see. Let's change it to something, well, not like that. We'll go like this. But anyway, when you're done with it, you just push done. And then you need to put it in a folder. I'm just going to name the project first. You need to name it. We'll just name it google.com and then select a folder. We'll go default folder. Now, you choose the different type. You got static or dynamic. This means you can edit it. Can't edit it. And then you got UR based, trackable, editable content, static, non-editable content, non-trackable content. So you do have analytics on there. So if you want to be able to track it, you want to use dynamic. I'm just going to use the dynamic one. So, and then when you're happy with it, you just push get code. Now it's going to generate the code. Then after it's been generated, you can share it on Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter. You can download it as a PNG, CSV, or you can copy the link URL and then view in projects. So what I'm going to do is just copy the link URL. Then I'm going to go over here to a new browser window and I'm going to paste it. And there's the QR code that we created. Now I can't scan this because it's too hard for me to do this video and do it with two different cell phones. But this program does work. I showed you that earlier. So now I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Okay, and then you create a project. Here's your projects. And then here's where your projects will be after they're created. Got some different options on here. This is the Mark Dwayne one that I created. This is the Google one that I created. And here's the folders. You can make a new folder. So you can put them in different folders to keep track of them. And then here's Finder. Now this is an option that will help you find businesses that are looking for someone that will make them a QR code. So this is how you can outsource your services to these different businesses. You just have to reach out to them so you can approach them to see if they'll want you to create their QR code. So there's an option for you for some freelance work. And then suggest. And then this is where you suggest a feature to the vendor, the product creator. And then here's the settings. This is your name, some different settings for your personal, and this is agency. This is if you have the agency. Got some different stuff for your agency website, done for you graphics, articles, email swipes, ad copies, Facebook ad graphics, proposal templates, telemarketing scripts, brand templates. And then down here is where you can contact support. So anyway, that is the basics behind QRverse. So if it looks like something that you might be interested in, or you're interested in my hand-picked bonuses, all you got to do is click the link down below this video, go to my bonus page, push the button on my bonus page, purchase the program, then you'll get access to QRverse and my hand-picked bonuses. And if you like my videos, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, push that notification bell, make a comment. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.
So, if you want to get the best possible deal, please check out the link below.